Welcome to Nascar Fantasy Auto Racing using the Fox Sports Fox Fantasy Auto program to keep track of it all. You join us on week 2 here, preparing for the Atlanta race, so that we've got some action from the Daytona to talk about. My pick was for the Daytona race was Jimmie Johnson, Matt Kenseth, Martin Truex Jr., Dale Earnhardt Jr. and David Ragan. Unfortunately, Matt Kenseth had a crash with Tony Stewart and put him right at the back and scored me just those 9 points there. Jimmie Johnson got me 40 points, which was pretty good. Martin Truex Jr. again 39 points, that was pretty good. And David Ragan 38 points is probably my bargain. 42 points from Dale Earnhardt Jr. was my biggest driver, but probably I think he was the most expensive as well. Because with this we use a salary cap to keep us from picking the top 5 drivers no matter what. So Jimmie Johnson led 39 laps, which gets you points. You lead laps for you get points for leading laps. You also get points for finishing above their starting position. So Jimmie Johnson actually lost points on that bit, but a 5th place finish earned him some points. My biggest gainer for the positions was David Ragan, who started quite far back in the pack, finishing 17th, earned him 11 points from that. If I'd picked Danny Hamlin, I would have earned 79 points just from him alone. Casey Mears would have been 74 points. Both of those reasonably priced drivers, especially Casey Mears, very cheap for the amount of points that you earn. But Daytona's a funny beast. You can start at the back and work your way forward without any bother at all. So a total of 168 points there has earned me the overall lead in our league so far, called the iRacing League. It doesn't necessarily have to be just the iRacing members who are in this league, so feel free to join, even if you're not a member of iRacing yet. But join us into there. I'm only going to show you the top 4 at the moment in this league, with myself with 168 points. Ben there with Iridium Racing is 159 points. Mrs. Jarrett UK there, showing that she knows more than some of the guys do, in 3rd place with 110, and Andy Baker from Radical Racing UK with 92 points there. So feel free to the rest of the guys from Radical Racing join in and see whether you can beat myself or Andy Baker, or if you think you know more than NASCAR racing than my wife does. So on to our picks for next week, which is at Atlanta, which is a fast track, another one of these 1.5 mile ovals, but this is who has won the most races in their career. Bobby Labonte obviously not in this particular race, so Jeff Gordon with 5 wins, Tony Stewart on 3, Casey Kane also on 3, Carl Edwards on 3. So there's some guys there on 3 wins there, but I don't think we're necessarily looking to pick the winner. We're looking to pick someone who finishes high up. So if we now have a look at the average finish, Cole Larson, a youngster, only in his 2nd season, finished 8th last season. That puts him on top because he's only done 1 race. So you've got to look past him a little bit, I think. He's a good driver, but maybe asking quite a lot to replicate such a good result last season. Jimmie Johnson, Jeff Gordon in his last season. Matt Kenseth had a very bad Daytona 500, so maybe he'll be eager for some more success. Junior, he did okay, but had a very fast car. Probably could have done better at Daytona. But can you really tell anything from a plate track like Daytona moving on to 1.5 mile oval? I don't know. Then Tony Stewart's got something to prove this season, and then Carl Edwards has a new team, and he has got a really good average finish there. Now he's got a new team. That extra impotence might get him a little bit higher up. Says he likes this track as well, so there's a potential for him. At the time of recording, they've actually done a practice session, so we can see who's in the lead. So that driver that I said is not going to amount to anything this race, Carl Larson, he's he's top of the table so far. Yeah, it's just practice, but there he is, sitting at the top of the leaderboard with Kevin Harvick in second. David Reagan is in place of the injured Kyle Busch. He's going to be there until Kyle Busch returns from that bad leg break and broken ankle that he sustained in the Xfinity race, and hopefully he'll be back soon. Joey Logano, the Daytona 500 winner, up there in fourth place on speed there, with Danny Hamlin in second. Having said that, I don't think I've gone for any of those. This is my team. I've gone with Jimmy Johnson leading the line up there with Brad Keselowski. I think the Penske's are doing very well, and I think Joey Logano is going to be a little bit tired after his media week that he's had to have after the Daytona 500. So I've gone with his teammate Brad Keselowski there. Carl Edwards says he likes this track, has always done very well, even in a sort of a lesser team. So now with a Joe Gibbs team, he might do really good. David Reagan standing in there for Kyle Busch is finally been given some good equipment to run. So let's see what he can do. And he's really cheap, $6,300. And then Denny Hamlin. In practice, he's fairly high up. He's in fifth place in practice, as I said. And I really nearly picked him for the Daytona 500, which I had because he scored lots of points in that. And I think he is going to have a really, really good season, especially now Kyle Busch has dropped out of the team due to injury. He is going to be one of the top guys at Joe Gibbs Racing. He's going to get a lot of attention from the resources that are available to that team. So we're going to go with them. Had $200 of our salary remaining, which is not too much to worry about. And let's hopefully that will maintain my position at the top of the league. So feel free to join us, even if you're not a member of iRacing. Just join the league. The link to this league is in the description below. So join us and see whether you can compete with us. I know you've missed a week, but it's only 1 week. There's like 30 odd races. You'll make that back no problem at all, especially as I'm sure my luck won't continue. If you've enjoyed this, then please give me a like. If you want to comment and tell me what you like about it or what you don't like about it, just put a comment down below, or tweet me, or email me. And if you want to join me for one of these and we can talk about our picks as we go, then feel free. You can join in with me, and we'll go through an episode with you on Skype or something. So get involved and join in. Thanks for watching.